What is going on, players? And welcome back to Hungary for Success with me, FoggyPlays on FM21. Today we're taking on Rennes and scootR in today's episode. And we're in the Europa League quarterfinals, which I think we've made it to the semi-final for the last 2 seasons. So obviously the aim is to make it at least to the semi-final again this season. We're taking on Rennes in that though. A lot more difficult than I was expecting. If you do want to enjoy this episode, though, do make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Now let's get into the video. Right, friends. So since you were here last in the game against Sevilla, we've had quite the run of good results, I would say. We beat Vasas in the Hungarian Cup 3-1, comfortable enough. Puskás Academia 6-0. Again, quite comfortable. Savic turning up for that game quite nicely. The second leg of the Hungarian Cup against Vasas ended 3-1. Again, Savic getting 2 more goals. Then we played Vasas in the league because that's just how it works, because we played Újpest 3 times earlier this season in a row. Thankfully, this time Puskás Academia separated all 3 games, but 5-1 in the league. It's fair to say it was quite comfortable. Then we went and played Rennes, and they were lucky, I would say, to get the 3-1 against us. And then Kisvárda, we beat 3-2. Again, Savic scoring 2 more goals. He's been on quite the good form lately. So, obviously he's going to be playing today. Transfer-wise, we actually have had some players. We've had a transfer leaving. It was Mohammed Al Obeid, our Saudi winger. Said he wanted to leave and would not back down. Pretty much from the start of the season, said he wanted to leave, so he has 1.9 million. So we made a tidy little profit on him, and I think he's got like a 40% sell on. So we'll probably make some money on him at some point. We might even potentially go back in for him at some point as well, because why not? League-wise, we're already champions. It's been confirmed, so we might get the award ceremony in the the last league game we played. We might get the award ceremony in the scootR game, maybe, because we didn't get it in the Kisvárda game. So we'll have to see what happens. So Rennes, what are we going to do against Rennes? Well, ideally, win. That's what we need to do. So that's what we're going to be aiming to do. We have had our youth intake as well. It's fine. I'll show you that actually after this game. We do have one player. Gashner is in from our under 19s, came through the youth intake recently, but we're starting with Werner on goal, Thorsten and Kubista as our wingbacks, Barreto and Kitarik as our central defenders, Diaz and O'Neill as our central midfield, Savic and Kasberg as our wide men, Grodem and Fuskas as our strikers. Kasberg's form's dropped off a little bit. I think he's played 41 games now. He's only scored 38 goals. Disappointed. We have some suspensions and injuries, which are obviously less than ideal. Zamorano, Alan Bourdais and Kouassi are all suspended. Bartek is injured, and Ferdous Riffin is recovering from an injury, not able to be selected for today's game. Hence why we have that young left winger who I think is 15, just arrived at the club. So not been here for very long, and he's going to be sitting on the bench for quite an important game. Yeah, Peter Gashner. Quitting it. Barreto does not look shattered. Why would you even imply that he looks shattered? The dude has had plenty of time to rest. Alright, we're going to seek revenge. We did lose the away game, but we did score a goal, which is the important thing. We have moved our strikers around a little bit. Grodem's playing as the advanced forward today. Fuskas as the complete forward, hoping that that'll make some bit of a difference. But the Rennes team is pretty decent. They still have Terrier as their left winger, Oichi as their in central midfield, and they have Jeremy Doku playing up front. Jeremy Doku played really rather well against us in the first leg, so I'm kind of expecting something similar. Grodem, 20 minutes in, just heads over. Not what you want to see, but I believe that based on how we've done in our home games this year, we have an opportunity. The fact we kept the score down in the first leg, because it could have been, we could have won the game. They could have demolished us. It was that kind of game. The fact that we're not really playing with a huge squad available for today's game does make me a little bit worried, but it's fine. We do, however, need to, try. We've had more. I don't think Rennes have actually had an attempt yet, but we've not really troubled the keeper. Thorson on a booking, not what I like to see. Savic is true, but he's offside. He's offside. He's up. I don't know why. Why do we have to do this? We all know he's offside. Checking goal review, and it's been disallowed. Of course it has. Of course it has. It's Football Manager. It's always disallowed. I think I've had one goal allowed when it went to VAR, and I was shocked. So I'm going to thrash my arms again because it's not been good enough. Thorson's playing terribly. Kalsberg's not having a great game. We do have Gilmar on the bench. Could give Gajner his debut. It's not a terrible idea. I could have told Thorson to calm down and avoid getting a second booking. That ain't me. That ain't me. We are on the attack again though. Savic passes it to Diaz. O'Neill finds Kalsberg. Savic pings off one of the defenders. Grodum got hacked down, but we don't get a penalty. O'Neill to Diaz. Savic has Thorson on the overlap. Thorson whips it across. It's quite comfortably cleared, but O'Neill sends it back out to Thorson. Kalsberg. Paul Kalsberg, 39th of the season. Get in. So we just need one more goal. One more goal. And we go through on away goals. That's what you like to see. Kalsberg picks up the throw. O'Neill finds Diaz. Puts it through to Thorson. Dinks across. Kalsberg. Oh, Kalsberg. Get in, my son. Okay, so as it is right now, we're fine. It is just purely the fact that we have that away goal that's making the difference. So if it ended 3-1 now, then we'd have an issue. But Kalsberg hits the post. Ooh, Paul, quite close to getting a hat trick. Actually, I didn't even realize. I'm a little bit worse for wear today. I went out on the town celebrating my Kabista getting booked. We went out last night to celebrate one of our friends getting a new job, and Jeremy Doku, bastard. So I'm a little bit worse for wear, but it's fine. So we do need to score now again. We actually need to score twice. So if you could get on doing that, lads. No, we're just not gonna. We had all that momentum. We're just gonna do nothing with it. Right, Grodum's coming off. Grodum's actually picked up left wing, which not really sure where he picked that up because we've not been training him to do it. We're going to give Brain a chance to run about because he's been out for so long. All right, we're going to go attacking for the final 10 minutes or so. We're going to make our final change because we really aren't doing an awful lot. Kalsberg. Do we do the all-out attack? I just brought Gilmar on. We can't because then I'd have to take Gilmar off again. I don't really want to do that. We're going to put Kalsberg up front, but move him to the advanced forward because he's not really a complete forward kind of player. He could do it, but just not very well. I want to bring on Gashner, but do I bring on Mandira? I think we're going to bring on Mandira with Kalsberg back on the wing. And we're going to go. Going to go for it. Encourage. Very attacking. Okay, we have an opportunity. Thorson finds Gilmar. Gets across. Fuskas hits one of the defenders. We're actually going to lose this game. Well, we're going to lose on aggregate, but this is just infuriating. Kabista finds Kalsberg. O'Neill O'Neill finds Kubista, gets it across. Gilmar. Fuskas is equalised. Okay, it's okay. So we're potentially going to extra time. Potentially into extra time. Do we stay very attacking? I think we do. I think we stay very attacking. For a second, I thought one of our players was off the pitch, and I was like, no, we can't really afford to be without a player right now. Gitarik, our Wonder Kid, is he still a Wonder Kid? Gets it forward to Mandira. Mandira gets the ball across. Diaz hits the defender, but Kaboot boots it out. We are definitely edging on the side of fuck it, because we might as well go for the win. Carlsberg does ride the challenge, gets the ball across, and Gilmar can't get his head onto it. Thorson's picked it up. We are literally 3 seconds away from the end of the game. Not anymore. We're overtime. O'Neill finds Kabista. Carlsberg can't get the ball across from Wagyu. Okay, that's the end of the game. O'Neill gets the ball out with a crunching tackle. They're playing with a lower tempo. Wagyu beef runs up the wing. And yeah, we have gone to extra time. For a second, I was like, is the game after crashing? Please, no. Okay, so we are not going to go very attacking for the remainder of this game. I'm going to thrash members and say I'm fair and pleased, because we should be doing it a little bit better than we currently are. Yeah, we're just gonna go attacking. You know, it's fine. We do have one substitution remaining, but I don't want to make any changes to the team that we have out on the pitch at the moment. So we'll just leave it, and we're going to start extra time. We're going to chuck a bit of encouragement at the lads. It's frustrated Werner. That's fine. Werner doesn't really want to be at the club anymore, and anyway, because he does want to leave, which, you know, fuck you too. So I made you as good as you are, and now you want to come fight me? Not today, buddy. I think it is probably a good idea to take O'Neill off, because he is quite the aggressive player, shall we say. Going to chuck a bit more encouragement at the lads. Kubista, him and Diaz combining to make an absolute mare of a clearance. Oyuichi passes it over to his midfield partner. How did that get past Werner? And of course, it's his first goal of the season. Very attacking for the final 12 minutes. I don't want to watch your dirty replay. Okay, we have a free kick. Carlsberg going for his hat trick. Whips it in, and their keeper manages to get there. You don't often see Carlsberg not score a free kick. Gilmar. Interesting corner he took there. Gitarik. Just. Do we make. Oh, we did. Yeah, we brought Johansson on. I'm going to fire up the players. We're not going to have time. We're going to get knocked out by Rennes. Oh, Rennes. Of all the clubs, Rennes. It's unacceptable that we lost on aggregate. Werner, furious with your performance. To be fair, Werner was really the only one that didn't live up. Weren't at your best and deserved to come off as well. Barreto struggled. Other than that, everyone played decently well, I would say. I am disappointed by Werner, though. He wasn't even humming and hawing whether I was going to start him. Braga ended up getting knocked out by Arsenal. Leipzig do the business against Atalanta, and Leicester beat PSV. So we're out a stage earlier than we normally get knocked out. It's not ideal. We still got 1.37 million. Fuchs, Carlsberg, and Barreto all exhausted. Carlsberg, fair enough. Well done. He was fantastic. I imagine that's going to have some interest drawn from our players. A lot of Saudi clubs are in for our players at the minute, as you can see. Pretty much everyone that has interest from a Saudi club, apart from Werner, who wanted to buy Ferencváros, and was it Ujpest? MTK. Yeah, so we're going to be back in just a second for the game against Diascure. Don't go anywhere. Hopefully, we can pick up from the disappointment of getting knocked out of the Europa League. Right, so it is time for the game against Diascure now. We're going to look at the youth intake that we had, and it would be these guys, I think. Maybe, I actually don't know. But as you already saw, Gashner is one of the best ones. Istvan Bardossi is quite a promising player as well. 5-star potential. You love to see it. Alex Simon, a centre back, 4-star potential. He's got 20 bravery. I do like that. So he's 5'9", so he's a little bit of growing to do, but that's that's fine. Our director of football, in his infinite wisdom, decided to just sign pretty much everybody. Yeah, Lago, we signed, so he can't be one of them, obviously. But I think everyone else here got signed, so I'm pretty sure everyone from the youth intake actually got signed. Yeah, everyone got signed, or they've already left. I'm not sure, but irregardless, I didn't pay too much attention to it. I saw like the 3 guys that were decent, and I was like, yeah, we'll signed up. I think there was 4 of them that were decent. But yeah, it's fine by me. So for this game, we're making pretty massive changes. Because we have some players that are quite tired, some that are still injured or after picking up injuries. So Bartek and Vlek are still injured. Both are right backs, like both our main right backs are injured. Riffin is still carrying a knock. Fuskis, Carlsberg, and someone else. Who is the other person that was tired? I don't know. But Carlsberg and Fuskis are both tired and need Grodum. Grodum is at home, but Grodum's starting today. And then the rest of the players are just, I'm not going to risk them because there's no point. So Perez starts in goal, Borde and Tinoco as our wing backs, Medina and Barreto as our central defence, Kwasi and Zamorano in central midfield, Savic and Mary as our wide men, Mandira and Grodum start up front. Hansen Aronin is going to be sitting on the bench today. I'm going to try and get him on at some point. He can't play 45 minutes. So we're going to give him an opportunity to make his debut. The ex-Man United and Sevilla attacking midfielder, who I'm going to make play as a central midfielder because we don't really use attacking midfielders. We haven't really done so since like first season. Mandira has recently acquired interest from Saudi Arabia, so Saudi Arabia really wants our players. They came in for Medina, and I rejected it because they wanted to pay, was it like 2 million all in with like a sell on 7? They were all like, no, thank you, we're not going to pay 7 million. So they can do one. We're not going to be participating in that. We're going to go attacking because this game, absolutely nothing is happening. This is the reverse of what you want to see. Nevrella, ex-Dorogi player, gets the ball forward to Pedrino. We do have 2 games in hand actually at the minute. Poor pass by the Discure defender, sends Mandira through. Mandira with his 19th of the season. He's not had the best of seasons, but then again, not really been first choice. But it's in saying that, he wasn't first choice for the last couple of years and was still smashing goals in. So I don't think he can really be like, oh well boss, I wasn't a first choice. It's been a long time since you were first choice, my friend, and you've always banged in many goals. Borde gets the ball back to Kwasi, whips it across. Grodum. Oh, Grodum's put it wide. Still one of the best Hungarian players in the national team, but he fluctuates quite significantly. We did have our assistant manager get signed to manage Vasas, which was disappointing because we've had him as our assistant manager for quite a significant length of time. So we brought in this new guy from Slovenia, I think it is. Klech. Medina and Perez just decided between the two of them, we're not gonna do anything. Just not gonna do anything. I'm gonna demand more. That was terrible. So we brought in a new assistant manager. He also our old assistant manager used to be our Hungarian assistant manager, and without realizing it, after I put out a job application thing, we were looking for a new assistant manager for the Hungarian team. Didn't realize who applied for it, just looked at the attributes of the assistant managers. The guy that was the assistant manager had applied for it, so I offered him the job, and then he quit his job at Vasas. I think he was there 2 months. But to be fair, I've avoided him getting relegated, which, I think, all in all, was the nicest thing I could have done. Vasas are pretty much guaranteed to get relegated, so I've saved him the indignity of being relegated in his first position as manager, and just left him be my assistant manager for a little while longer. And we didn't have any games while he was not the manager. We've somehow not scored there. I don't know how we haven't managed to score in that situation is beyond me. But this is fine. So we have 2 games in hand at the moment, which I'll take. Nobody told me that Medina was supposed to come off after the hour, so that's fantastic. Gilmar's going to come on for Mary, and we're going to leave our substitutions at that for the time being. Hansen Aronin is going to come on at some point for one of the midfielders. Grodum can't get away from his defender after Mandira won the ball. Kouassi finds Stepanenko, gets ball forward, can't find a Dorogi player, but Bourdais finds Grodum, and Grodum finds the back of the net. That just shows how less than fantastic the season Grodum's been having, where Mandira has scored more goals than him. But I think Grodum is more of a creative striker. At least that's what I'm going to say. We play him as a creative striker in this setup, whereas in the Hungarian national team, actually I'm going to use a Mazzella. In the Hungarian national team, he is one of the main goal-scoring threats, because Hungarian national team, we don't have many goal scorers. So Grodum is the goal scorer for us. So don't expect us to do an awful lot. Our most recent 2 games, we beat Egypt. I would say comfortably, but it wasn't that comfortable. And because I'm still recovering from my broken leg, I'm going through a bit of a rehab at the moment. We played Moldova, and I don't remember a whole lot of what happened in it, but we won the game 5-3. But Moldova were absolutely dominating large portions of the game. So I don't want to talk about it, but needless to say, did not go according to plan. But we have won this game 3-1, and we haven't gotten the award for winning the league. So I'm guessing that's the same thing as what happened last time out. We're just not going to get one, which is not ideal. But it is our 6th league title in a row, and we're going for our 4th cup. I think we have 15 points left to play for, because we have 28 games. There's 33 in a season. 15 points. If we get all 15 of those points, we would have 90, which would break the record for most points in a league season. Barretto's just needs a rest. That's all he needs, just a little rest. Bourdais played quite well. This is my new assistant manager. He's a minor upgrade over the last guy. He's I don't know if he's I don't think he's still the Iraq assistant manager, but he just popped up and I was like, yeah, I'll take him. Thank you. Don't care about Carbello, but we're going to have a quick look at the history so I can show you, because I find it funny that my assistant manager left to manage Vasas, and now he's back managing our assistant manager at Hungary. He was there for approximately 3 months, I think. 16 games is what he was there for. 3 wins, 5 draws, 8 defeats. And then the guy who came in as his replacement as our assistant manager, Lutukevsky, who was the under-19s assistant manager, came up as my main assistant manager. He's going to manage Meshkoved. So our assistant managers are good enough to manage everyone else. But as you can see, we brought in Ales Che, who's pretty good. Not the best assistant manager I've ever had in my life, but I will take it. So we've been given our transfer budget as well. When we were informed we had won the league, because we actually didn't play on the day we won it. They gave us 36 million ish. I think it was 35 million transfer budget, because we've had that one sale since, and our wage budget is 550,000. So that's quite nice. Things that we're only committed to spending 312,000 at the moment. Can't imagine we're going to have too many issues in the not too distant future. Our stadium expansion is almost finished. Yeah, literally like next week. So 24th, the first home game we get to play will be against Ferencváros in the cup semi-final. That's nice. But I would imagine our stadium, even though it's going to be going up to 12,000, imagine we're going to be getting more in the way of that. I might actually ask to just build a new stadium, partially because I want to be I want to be in the running for the stadium being named after me, because, you know, club legend. And the stadium's already named after one current legend, so it's only Carlsberg or myself they could name it after, or they could call it the Dorogi Stadium, and that would make me very sad. Anyway, if you have enjoyed this episode, do make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share with all of your friends. Next episode might do 100 Uish Pest, just so we can round up how we did in the league season, depending on how we do in the cup semi-final. If we win the cup semi-final, it will be the Magyar's Kupa final, and we could win that again for how many times is that now? Be 4th in a row, 5th overall. That's quite a good record. So if you have enjoyed this episode, do make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share with all your friends, and I will see you in the next one.